it's your girl Amy Augusto again, back with another video. This week I am gonna just talk about why I chose nursing and why you should choose nursing too. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry about that. So let's just get right into it, because I hate those YouTubers that take mad long to get right into it. Just subscribe to my video. Subscribe to my channel. That's all I'm gonna say. You won't be disappointed. Okay, so a few reasons I chose nursing. Flexible hours, yes. Person like me, I'm on the go. I like to travel. You know, I like to have a lot of days off, you know what I mean? And I needed something that can fit my style, you know what I mean? Because if I want to be not working for 4 days, you know, nursing allows you to do that, and you can also still get your 40 hours in because of the 12-hour shifts. I mean, who doesn't love 12-hour shifts? I mean, we, yeah, as skinny nurse, we love the 12-hour shifts. They are great. And you know, you could either separate them if you want throughout the week, so you could be on one, then the next day you be off, be on again, next day off, and you know, do it that way. Or you could just knock them all out at one time, 3 days in a row, boom, 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 and then you get a whole 4 days off. I mean, that's just beautiful. Like, who does not want 4 days off in a row? I can't go back. I just can't go back to that 8-hour shifts, 5 days a week. After I was a nurse, I'm like, there's just no way I could ever do that. There's no way I could ever do 8 to 5, whatever you want to call it. I just can't do a regular. Cannot do a regular, or 7 to 3, 5 days a week. I mean, I will if I really needed to, but I don't feel I need to do that. Like, nursing is very flexible, so. And then you could do night shifts, or day shifts, or evening shifts. So I mean, it's very convenient. You can literally adjust it to your lifestyle, whatever you want to do. Right now, I'm doing night shifts, and it's crazy because when I was in college and my professors were telling us that, like, oh, you guys are not gonna really be able to pick and choose, you know, when you get out, you're gonna have to probably do night shifts. And I was just laughing. I'm like, yeah, right, I am not doing no night shifts, okay? And you're damn right, I was doing night shifts. And not just because I had to, but because the differentials are terrific. I mean, when that check hits, it hits good, baby, okay? Because you gotta think about it. You're getting paid for the evening shifts, okay, which is 3 to 11. And then you're getting paid for the night shift, which is 11 to 7. And the night shift is usually the highest paying. And then if you're working a night shift and a weekend, I mean, add that up, because the weekend is, you know, it varies where you're from. You gotta look it up. But I think on average, at least the weekend is at least, very minimum, at least $3. I've seen places where it's as much as $6. So yeah, it's great. That thing kicks in. So I love it, you know. And you only gotta work, most jobs, you know, at hospitals anyway, you only gotta work 1 weekend a month. As far as the options I've been given, I did have a job where it was bi-weekly. It was like every other weekend, which freaking sucks. Ugh. But I mean, I still did it. The money was good. Money is good in nursing. I'm telling you right now. I don't care what nobody has to say. Money is good in nursing. That's a whole nother topic in another video. It's coming soon. Don't worry. I know you guys want to know about my paycheck. I got you. I got you. Okay. So yeah, that was my next point. The pay. The pay is really good. Okay. The pay is great. I mean, between being able to pick up as many shifts as you want, and you know, your starting pay right out of nursing, RN school to be exact, it's really good. I cannot complain. Like, I'm really satisfied. I mean, no matter what, nursing, you're always gonna feel like you're underpaid. It's because it's true. Like, you know, even though, yeah, people look at us and be like, oh, nurses get paid a lot of money, da 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 da. Sorry about this burnt mark. I burnt my skin. I was flaring. So yeah, nurses get paid, you know, a lot. When you're actually in the field and you're overwhelmed and you got tons and tons of things you do in a shift, you barely even get to have a break. It starts to really feel like, yeah, you're not really getting paid a fair amount. But I mean, from where I was to where I am now, I mean, I ain't starving. Okay, I ain't never starving. Alright, I got money to blow, but I don't blow it. Don't do that. But you know what I'm saying? Okay, if I need to buy my kid a PS4, 5, whatever, you know, the latest PS. Alright, I'm gonna work two extra shifts, and now I got that. You know what I mean? Like it's. And on top of that, you know, I'm only working 36 hours, so that's 3 days. So I have a whole 4 extra days in the week that I could use to pick up extra shifts. You get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? And then once you cross that 40 hours, God, you don't even, could we even talk about that? I mean, it's time and a half. I mean, I know it's everywhere, I think, but on that, on top of the night shift differential, on top of the weekend differential, I mean, do you know how much you're making an hour? I have made up to literally as much as $55 an hour a shift at one point. It's happened. It has happened. Okay? Well, that's a whole nother, I'm telling you, that's a whole nother video. I don't want to make this video really long, so I'm going to just keep going. The specialties. There are so many specialties in nursing. I love that. That's another thing that gravitated me towards nursing is the specialties. It's not one size fits all. It's like it's an umbrella of specialties. Like you could do cardiac, you could do neuro, you could do thoracic, you can do ortho, you can do, you know, renal. And then if you don't even want to be a bedside nurse as an RN, you don't have to. You can do case management. You can do something in health administration. I'm not really sure which kind, but I know there's stuff out there. You could do home care. People like to just be on their own, you know, have their own little routine, their own little, you know, thing down pat that they like to do. They like to drive. They like to go patient to patient's house, take care of them, boom, 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 bang it out, and then they're out. You know, I've honestly considered doing that a lot because I like doing that. I like just being on the road, and I like the flexibility. I like being on, you know, enjoying the nice sunshine. You know what I mean? Instead of being cooped up in a building all day. You know, like, so, you know, home care has its perks. I heard there's a lot of charting to do with home care. I've heard a lot. People say that a lot to me. So I've been a little bit like, I'm not really sure I want to do home care because of that reason. But I mean, literally there's charting everywhere in nursing. You can't escape charting. Charting is everywhere. And that's for another video about cons about nursing. But right now we're only talking about why you should get into nursing, because there's a lot more pros, believe that. And second of all, third of all, whatever. Anybody I ever told like I wanted to go to school for nursing, they'd be like, oh my God, my aunt's a nurse, you know, my cousin's a nurse, and they love it. They absolutely love it. And I've always heard that. Like, you never hear anybody say that they hate nursing. Like, there's not really much to hate. So that was always motivation in school about why I was so motivated to keep going. Like, it was hard. It was really hard, but I wanted to keep going because of that reason. Like, I know once I finish school, I'm gonna be set for life. Okay, and that brings me into my next point: job security. Okay, job security. You will never not have a job. You'll always be able to find a job, no matter what it is, where you're at, any location in the country. You will be able to find a job, and I love that, because if I wanted to get up and leave, which I did, if I wanted to just get up and leave to another state, I don't have to think twice about it. Like, oh man, there's no way I'm gonna be able to find another job that's gonna pay, you know, and it's gonna knock you down from that status of living to another, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to do that. And in nursing, you don't have to. Like, there's always gonna be a job for you in nursing. That's for sure. You will always have a job in nursing. And the other thing about pay, before I jump to my next topic, is your pay goes up for each year that you're a nurse. I mean, where else do they do that at? Like, a lot of people, they stay at, you know, they started at $22 an hour, and 20 years down the line, they're still making only $22 an hour. I mean, it's sad, you know, it's unfortunate. And then, so you gotta choose your careers wisely. And in nursing, no, you get paid by the year. Some of them, they have a scale which they go up every year automatically, and some they give you an increase due to merit, meaning like, how well you did for that year will be based on how much they increase your pay. It could be anywhere from 25 cents, 50 cents to $1. It all depends. And not only that, like sometimes there's like a whole statewide increase because of, and look at the inflation, cost of living is going up, and states want to compete with other states. This is my baby. Say hi. Sorry about that. So I'm back. I gotta make this quick because mommy duty calls. So yeah, moving on. Yeah, the pay is really good. Blah blah blah. The feeling needed is a wonderful feeling. You know what I mean? And it's a highly respected career. It's the #1 trusted profession, I believe, in America. So I mean, I pride myself in being part of such a community. It's really great. It's always rewarding. Sorry, I keep getting abruptly interrupted a lot. The last thing I was saying was that you feel really needed, and it's a well-respected career. I mean, everywhere I go, it's like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I'm a registered nurse. I don't say it like that, but you know what I mean. I'm very humble. It's like, wow, really? Good for you. I'm like, yeah, thank you. And just knowing that, I could always be there in a time of need of any, like, sad situation. I don't want to, God forbid, I don't want nothing to happen. But if I'm on a plane or something and somebody's like choking, it feels good to know, like, I'm a professional health worker. So I know I can step in, or the apocalypse happens, God forbid, my skills are going to be widely needed. It's something that will always be needed. Like my mom said a long time ago, there's always going to be sick people. Exactly. So you'll always have a job. And that is really true. So yeah, the next thing is you can branch out and start your own business as an RN. You can open up like an aesthetics clinic where you give vitamins, like a med spa, like there's too many things, but you can open up your own business pretty much, and that is a plus, because if you don't want to work for the man, you can make your own. You can make your own business, hire your own people, hire your own family, do stuff like that. I do plan on opening my own clinic, my own office. I want to go back to school and become a nurse practitioner and start practicing independently, running my own office. But it's a long way to go, but it is definitely in the forefront of my mind of what I want to see myself doing. Yeah, absolutely. But right now I'm just learning the ropes. My next video is going to be about 2 years as an RN, because it's been officially 2 years since I've graduated nursing school. So I want to give you guys, updates about how that's going for me. And I don't know what it is, but it's just something about every time you start a new job, you're always constantly feeling like you're a new nurse all over again. And I don't know if that's only because I've only been a nurse for 2 years, or is it just like that across the board? Let me know down in the comments below if you've experienced that, where you start a new unit, a new specialty, and you suddenly feel brand new again. Yeah, that's a conversation for our next video. It's never boring. Never boring. Never boring. You're never gonna walk into your job and it's gonna be the same old two-step. Like, no, things are constantly changing all the time, okay? And you're constantly up on your feet, you're constantly on edge at all given times. You gotta take care of your patient. Patient's the most important. That's why you're there. You gotta give the most optimal care as possible. So it's never boring. It's always something going on. Student loan forgiveness and scholarships. Yeah. Okay, let me tell you something. A lot of people say like they're not gonna go and do, you know, they don't want to go to school for nursing, it's too expensive, blah, 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 blah. First of all, I do know each program, depending on where you're at, can range from all types of amounts, especially if you go to a 2-year school as opposed to a 4-year school. A 4-year school may be more expensive, but there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of financial aid and grants and scholarships. So money is really not like a good reason not to go, because if you really need the finance, there are finances out there. You can always sit down with a counselor, or you can hire a consultant, and they can lay out a lot of options for you of where you can find these things at. Maybe if I have time, I'll come back and I'll write links down if I find some. I always love to help people, so yeah, if I can find some, I will link them below. But the student loan forgiveness part, a lot of facilities will offer student loan forgiveness as long as a agreement that you promise to stay with them for God knows how many years. I know at one hospital I was working at, they promised to pay up to 80% of your student loan if you stay with them for 2 years. That's it, 2 years. I mean, that was really good. That was incredible. Not every place is like that, but a lot of them do have student loan loan reimbursement, whatever you call it. Oh my God. Yeah, tuition reimbursement. There you go. For, you know, their employers that want to go back to school and further their career. So if you're already in the medical field, or you're already working at a facility that offers that, don't forget to ask them about their tuition reimbursement. So when you go back to school, they will refund you up to, it ranges. I know some places I've worked at, they said that they would give you like $3,000 to $5,000 a semester. So yeah, it could range widely, but it's readily available in the healthcare. It's a really competitive field out there, so they're trying to keep their staff members as long as possible. So a lot of facilities are doing that more and more, and it's really not hard to find. You just gotta ask around, do a little Google search, and it's there. So don't ever forget about that. And then the last thing about the student loan forgiveness is if you have federal loans. If you have federal loans, there is a student loan forgiveness if you work for nonprofit organizations. After 10 years of working at a nonprofit organization, all of the rest of your student loan will be forgiven, which is awesome. I mean, you know, and then they have an income-based driven payment option where you based on your income, they calculate how much you should be paying a month. So I think you have to make about 120 monthly payments. That's about 10 years. And then whatever's left is wiped out. I mean, you don't get no better than that. So I mean, and most hospitals are nonprofit. And then the nurse scholars, the nurse corps, something like that, they also have a program where if you work at one of their you know, nonprofit organizations that are in desperate need of nurses, you fulfill like a few years of service, they take care of a big chunk of your scholarship. So do not shy away from being a nurse because of tuition, because that is just a small little obstacle, and that can easily be wiped away by multiple options. And I'm telling you that as a person myself who has multiple options right now. And even just to go to nursing, back to nursing school, I'm getting tuition reimbursement, so I'm taking full advantage of that, you know. So I don't really be worrying too much about, you know, oh my God, I'm graduating with like $50,000 worth of tuition, or 100, like whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Like as somebody, as a healthcare professional, it will be taken care of down the line. So do not let that hinder your decision. Okay, so the next one, there is a big shortage, nursing shortage. Yes, there is a big nursing shortage. Especially the baby boomers are getting ready to retire within this next decade, I believe, next couple years. So that is going to be a massive amount of nurses leaving the healthcare field. So it's going to be a bigger problem than it already is. And I guess that ties back into job security because you're always going to have a job, that's for sure. And on top of that, we're going to start to become more of the seniors in these nursing fields. So that's interesting, So and then the certificate programs, there's always tons of things that you can do at your place of work where you can get certified in a lot of different things. The places even pay you back for a lot of certificate programs. A lot of hospitals will pay in full for you to take the class, and they reward you an amount when you're done. I mean, you can't get no better than that. Like, it's really good, guys. It's really good. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. It's really good. You will not forget it. I try to tell everybody, like, yeah, you should do it. Even as LPN, you guys have a lot of options too. Don't forget. Don't sleep on LPNs, okay? You can make good money. Just because it's not a lot of like hospitals you can work at, you can still do a lot of different things with nursing. And I know they have a lot of tuition reimbursement programs like that too for you. So this applies to all nursing, all nursing professions. I'm just trying to look up different stuff. The benefits. Nurses have awesome benefits. I mean, they have a good competitive 401k. Some places even have good pensions. I know a lot of people are doing away with the pensions and adding it into your 401k, and now there's a thing called the 403b, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry if I'm messing things up, but so yeah, I think it's a 403b. They get low or no cost insurance packages. Mine is super low. I mean, so I'm starting a new job pretty much. So my next video, one of my next videos, I'm going to break down my pay and my benefit packages. I mean, I'm getting down to the nitty-gritty with y'all and giving y'all the tea, because I know you guys want to know about that. I know I did. So I will be getting that down pat. Maybe that will probably be my next video. And travel nursing. Travel nursing is one of the main reasons that I joined nursing. Yeah, so 13 weeks is doable for anybody, no matter what it is. Like, anybody can last somewhere for 13 weeks. That's how I feel. I feel like 13 weeks is doable. If you don't like it, you don't have to renew your contract. So travel nursing is a big option, and it's one of the main reasons that drove me to definitely get into nursing, because I always wanted to travel the world. I always wanted to travel around the country. I'm not a type of person that likes to stay at places too long. I get bored. But I have a family now. This was back when I was trying to pick a career. I was single. I didn't have no kids, so that was definitely an option. It still is an option, but right now I need to be more stable and stay in one place because my babies. But I do plan on just taking them along with me for a travel assignment in the future. But right now I just feel like I want to get a little bit more cemented in my skills, feel a little bit more confident. I feel like 2 years, yeah, that's usually the minimum amount that travel agencies require in order to pick you up for an assignment. So I guess I'm qualified to do travel nursing, but I'm still a little nervous. I'm just a little nervous. I just want to, what I'm saying? Like, I've been having babies back to back and this and this and that. So I'm just like, you know what? Let me just get a good one more solid year of nursing. Let me just go all in. Let me just know about this stuff. And then once that happens, I'll be ready for travel nursing, because that is definitely one of the things I want to do with this career. And okay, I guess that's about it. I guess if I left anything out, there will be a part 2 to all the reasons why I chose nursing. And I hope this has helped anyone out there. I hope this has helped you be able to decide and choose whether you want to do nursing. And I hope you do decide to do nursing, and I'm here to tell you that you won't regret it. You will absolutely love it. It's an amazing journey. It's hard in school, but I'm telling you, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You can make it, you can do it, and I'm here to encourage you and give you all the motivation that you can need, at least whatever it is I can do. So that concludes my video of why I chose nursing and why you should choose nursing too. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe to this video, like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Because I'm always going to be bringing you the tea on nursing. Alright, have a good day guys.